Hi, good afternoon, boys and girls. How's everybody doing? It's been a little while, I know. Sorry about the out of breathness, but I did just walk up a fucking massive hill because I rode the bus to today's audit as per your guys' suggestions, and I've come here today to Brixham Police Station for purely for a public photography audit. But yeah, this is why I'm here. But before I get into it, I want to give a massive shout out to Cooley Burks because I fucking love him. I think he's wicked. He cracks me up, man. So if you guys haven't been over to Cooley Burks, I think I'm saying it right, but if you haven't been over to his channel, go and take a look because my man takes no shit. I pretty much love him, basically. And Cooley Burks, if you're watching, bruv, I'm waiting for your message, you know, because I definitely want to link up with you for an audit. So get in touch. And like I said, you'll find the link in the description, you guys, alright? Anyway, this is the outside of Brixham Police Station. Brixham is down in Torbay on the south coast. As you can see, it's really small, as are all the other police stations down here. So it shouldn't take too long to have a little look at this. I know these small town cops though, I expect they're going to be a little bit funny with me if they come out, that is. But yeah, like I said, I'm just here doing an AB today and promoting Pinac Media, or Pinac. Photography is not a crime. Photography, imagery, whatever you want to say. Now here we are, Brixham Police Station. Access by appointment only. I don't think any of the police stations down here have cells. I think that they go over to Torquay Police Station. I did actually do an audit there previously. Don't know if you caught that, but if you didn't, go catch it. So yeah, I think that majority of the people, they get arrested and stuff, they end up going to Torquay, as I said. The next town over from Brixham is called Paignton, and they don't have a police station at all there. Just around here, and Torquay, as I said. But it'd be interesting to see if we have any police constables come out and say anything to us anyway. Just check the I would just document these vehicles as I do, number plates, etc. That one looks like it could go to, needs to go to the garage, doesn't it? They don't look after our cars at all, do they? Right there, guys? You're not police constables, are you? No. I'm guessing that these are all police cars, or police staff's cars. Anyway. I've seen a few police cars as I was on my way up here, past me as I was walking up that fucking huge hill. I'm shaking loads, aren't I? Can't keep my hands steady. Let's go and have a little look back from back here. We get a little proper look at the whole place, the whole building. Not that there's very much of it, because there isn't at all. Well, let's go and see if we could take a look around the back or the side or something. I don't know if there is a way to get around. Oh man, I don't know if it's hot where you are today, guys, but my god, I'm fucking sweating out up here. It's bloody boiling. I think it's about 28 degrees. I don't know where this heat's coming from. I did see on the news though that, well, not the news, it was in the paper actually, that you can bet on the weather in the UK this week, so you can get 5 to 1 odds on it not reaching 38.5 degrees. Now, if they're given those kind of odds, does that mean that they believe it's going to get to that kind of heat? Because that is very hot. Anyway, here's the side of the jail again, up the police station. I don't know why the house next door is called the Fort. I don't know what's at the back. Oh, some playing fields. Yeah, some playing fields, unaccessible or inaccessible. That's somebody's garden, so we won't be going around there. Find a little spot to put my camera down. It doesn't look like a police station, does it? Like, no, it looks more like a bloody guest house from the side. A shit guest house at that. I do like that old school police thing up there though, that's quite cool. That is cool. There's nowhere really for me to put my camera down over here. Try and see if I can, if I put it on this wall I might be able to get a good enough shot at the of the front of the station. Either way, I think we'll have an interaction soon, so I know the video cut, I had to go to the shop and get a drink.
Are you after us, sir?
No, I'm okay. Thank you, Sergeant.
No worries.
Oh, well, actually, there is a question I might ask you, though.
Yeah.
In fact, two questions. First one is, I'd really like to come on a ride along. Is that possible?
Not really.
No? Alright then. The second thing is, on Facebook this morning, I saw lots of racial hate and hate speech about some people who apparently landed on a dinghy in between Brixham and Kingswear.
Yes.
I just wanted to know why the police haven't removed those comments.
Where?
It's on the Brixham Police Facebook page. No worries.
Go ahead. Yeah, no I'll put it there. Now, where was the hate speech?
It was on a post. The Brixham Police put a post up about a dinghy landing on the beach between Brixham and Kingswear. Kingswear. And there were many comments from what I can only assume are people who live in Brixham. Things like put them on the boat straight back home, and what's happening to our Tory town, and things that could be considered.
We'll look at. Don't worry, we'll look at that. Thank you for raising that with us.
Yeah.
Just with regards, you're obviously filming me.
I am indeed, yeah.
And you're probably entitled to. I don't mind. But
Thank you.
why exactly are you wanting to film? I believe you've been filming the.
No, my camera wasn't actually on. I was waiting for a police constable so that I could ask the question about the hate speech. So basically, I'm an investigative journalist. I go around the country looking into things like this.
Right.
And so yeah, I had my camera with me. I did walk around and take a video of the perimeter, just of Brixham Police Station. And then I've been waiting here, apart from when I went up to the shop to get a drink, I've been waiting here for somebody to ask that.
Okay. Well, I'm Sergeant Ed Thomas. Shoulder number 5515. You probably can see it on my shoulder there. What's your name, sir? Because we also have to worry about why people would want to film the station.
Matters of public interest.
I wouldn't have thought there's much interest in.
I have over 10,000 subscribers. People are very interested.
Okay. But what's your name, sir?
You can call me Ed.
Ed, surname, please?
No.
Because if you're an investigative journalist,
yeah,
it would be, you wouldn't. You're going to be putting your name up on
on my published works.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So
I just go by Ed on my published works.
And where do you publish to?
Various places.
Where is that?
various internet platforms.
Yeah, what kind of media platforms? What you've got to remember is we have a lot of people that we have concerns about of why they are so interested in police stations. We've just had, in the last 10 days, we've had tyres slashed on cars in the station car park.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we're very interested in why people show an interest in our police station. I totally understand what you're saying, and I've got no issues with your film per se, but I would like to know.
The thing is, other things like that, there's a huge disconnect between the police and the people, you know, which is probably explains why your tyres got slashed. I mean, I don't condone that kind of behaviour personally. I don't believe two wrongs make a right. However, I kind of understand the behaviour because of the disconnect. I mean, it's only this morning I watched another person who does the same thing I do have his rights completely trampled, handcuffed, detained and searched under Section 43 of the Terrorism Act.
Now, and what was that, and where was that?
That was in London, somewhere in London. But the thing is, I mean, the Terrorism Act was put into place to stop terrorists, not members of the public with cameras. And you know, we all know photography is not a crime, so it kind of seems a little bit above and beyond.
You can also understand, if you remember, like we've just had the anniversary of 9/11. Now, the people who committed those atrocities, they went and had flying lessons and things like that. Perfectly legitimate things, but they were also terrorists.
Yeah.
How else would they know who those people are if we don't do inquiries or things
like that? No, I don't dispute.
Understand?
Of course I understand the inquiry. I completely understand the inquiry, but I also, on the other hand, understand the right to remain silent.
Yeah, no, if you're not going to tell me anything else,
like I say,
fine.
I mean, I'm not here engaged in any hostile reconnaissance whatsoever. As I said to you, I'm just here filming a documentary, I guess you could say, or let's call it a walkumentary, because I did walk around the perimeter of the police station, and well, not the whole perimeter, because I couldn't get around the side. I wasn't going to walk into somebody's garden.
No, that wouldn't be a good idea.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have done that. Although that would be civil trespass, and I anticipate that the police wouldn't have a right to intervene.
No, but I'm sure that our neighbours wouldn't be too happy.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't trespass anyway. You know, I'm not about to go. I'm not here for somebody's garden.
No.
So yeah, I wouldn't be going anywhere where I'm not permitted to go.
No, that's fine. So Ed.
Yeah, may I ask? Well, because this is obviously your notebook, which could be used as evidence in court. So can I ask why you wanted my details? I mean, do you suspect me of a crime?
I'm just interested. You're not going to tell me them, and that's fair enough.
You never know. You're entitled to ask. If I don't think it's an intrusive question, I'll answer it. But I don't answer intrusive questions. And
what I would say to you is, if you've got nothing to hide, you can tell me it. But if you're not going to, fair enough.
By the same rights, if you know, I could use the same thing on you. If you guys had nothing to hide, you wouldn't be worried about a guy out here with a camera.
No, I don't.
It's the same logic.
No, I wouldn't say that makes no sense whatsoever.
So is it? So because as a member of the public, if we're not,
you have at the moment, if there are any kind of concerns around people showing an interest in police stations, hospitals, fire stations, solicitors' offices, anything like that, you know, anything that could.
But where does that worry come from? Because no solicitors, no fire stations, no police stations have ever been targets of terrorist attacks. Ever. Terrorists don't target the police, they target the public.
I think you should go back to your history.
No, they target the public.
I think you should go back to your history. And
so you know a police station.
Look at the troubles in Northern Ireland.
No, I mean in this country. I mean in England. So we're in England, aren't we? I mean, it's like saying if we were in America.
1983 Conservative Party bombing. What was that to? That was against politicians, not just members of the public.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
All right?
Yeah, I'll give you that one. But either way, no police stations have ever been attacked. They haven't.
Without going into huge things where we could each go through encyclopedias and everything, I'm not going to argue with you, Ed. All right? What would be your site where you're going to be posting stuff then about this documentary?
I may or may not post this. You know, I may or may not.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Sergeant. Have a nice day. Don't forget your water bottle.
I'm not going to forget my water bottle. Where are you off to? Do you live down here?
I'll remain silent on that one.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergeant. Have a nice day. So guys, I hope for you guys who are going to see this one on Instagram, I know you guys on Instagram have been asking for a little bit more of a tutorial. I think that was quite a good interaction, if I'm honest with you. That interaction, I didn't really give anything away. I could see that he was getting slightly annoyed, but at the same time he knew that he couldn't do anything. But that's how I would suggest dealing with a police constable who comes up and asks you what you're doing when you're not doing anything unlawful. Excuse me. It would always be best to remain calm. I know a lot of the time I'm not. That's just me. But I like to think that was a little bit more informative for you as opposed to the other ones, as the other videos you've seen of mine. So yeah, that was Sergeant, I forget what he said his name was, but he seemed to be quite amicable for a bit, although he didn't like what I was saying or doing. He didn't like the fact that I wasn't giving him any details. Anyway, I hope that would have been informative for you guys. And as always, man, stay blessed.